Man done pulled up here. I already done told him that I was not going on a date. He wanted me to go on a date. I told him that I needed my hair.
If we were dating, would I need to pay for your hair and your nails?
And
welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we'll see how a woman demands that a man pay her $250 just to get her nails and hair done before a date. And that's not all. Another one takes it even further. She says a man should always cover all of her maintenance costs. The amount she mentions will leave you in shock. We want you to smash that like button. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 likes on this video. Leave a comment with your experience and wisdom. We always pin the best comment for the community. Subscribe, and let's get started.
Man done pulled up here. I already done told him that I was not going on a date. He wanted me to go on a date. I told him that I needed my hair and my nails done. My toes, they already done, as you can see. My hair's not done. My nails not done. I don't know what type of lady he think I am, but I told him that I wasn't coming, and he still pulled up.
Oh, hell no. He wrong as hell. If she said no date until she got her hair and nails done, then you should have respected that. You should not be popping up in nobody's house uninvited.
Why would you show up here? And I told, do you have my money?
What?
Thank you for the flowers. Does it look like I'm ready to go on a date? I told you when you DM'd me that you needed to have me in order first.
Oh, hell no. Girl, hair and nails is not no prerequisite for no date. That is maintenance and not a man's job.
How am I going to go on a date? My hair's not done. My nails is not done. Like, what's going on?
You look good to me. Let's go.
No, I don't look good.
You look good. Come on, Red.
I don't look good to myself.
We just met.
I don't care if we met today. That's your job. You want
How much is it?
$250.
Ain't no way in hell I'm going to pay $250 to be disrespected. Sis, you talking to this man like he your son. And he's still standing there. Couldn't be me. I would have been 250 feet away from her ass soon as she opened her mouth.
250. You gonna go out?
And then after I go get my hair and my nails done, yeah. $250.
No.
So you gonna let her talk to you crazy and you still gonna give her the money? I'm confused. Are you a man or are you the sponsor?
Okay. I gotta call them and make sure that I can get an appointment. And then right here.
Yeah, you want me to wait, ain't you?
How you think that they about to be able to do my hair and nails right now?
I'm gonna be sitting there waiting. I'll be right here.
Sitting here waiting.
This man being patient, respectful, and she's still acting like he inconveniencing her. And then to be the first one crying, there ain't no good man. Girl, you the problem.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
These are the unacceptable things a simp puts up with just to have a woman. This woman humiliates him, disrespects him, and says, "What are you even doing here?" And still, he gives her flowers and plays along. On top of that, he pays for her maintenance just so she'll go out with him. This is the kind of man you should never be. She could have worn something simple and he would have been fine with it. She could have just spoken to him kindly to reschedule the date. But under no circumstances should you pay for a woman's personal grooming when she's not even your partner. It's things like this that lead to misguided female empowerment, because nowadays, just to get intimacy, men accept humiliations that go against their dignity. I'll say it clearly again, don't be that man.
If we were dating, would I need to pay for your hair and your nails?
And here we go.
Honestly, yeah.
And let's hear why they think that.
Gives you that mentality.
I mean, like, if you want me to look good, then you gotta pay for it.
But I'm sure many of us have asked ourselves this next question.
But if you were doing it before I came into your life, why do I have to start doing that now that I'm your man?
I would say because you would want me to look good, so you would want me to do those things.
So basically they're saying, if the guy doesn't pay for it, that means they're not going to do their hair and their nails anymore. And it'll be the guy's fault if they don't look good, because they weren't doing it for themselves in the first place. Right?
How much do your nails cost?
Probably like anywhere between 60 to 80. Like every 3 weeks.
And hair?
Depending on the hair, sometimes $90, sometimes $1,000.
Wait, how much? What exactly are they doing to one's hair that it costs $1,000?
Why would it cost $1,000 to get your hair done?
If you get like extensions, if you get treatments put in your hair, like, I don't know. I like to have nice hair, so.
The price of vanity.
Is there ever a time where you would pay for your man's haircut or?
No, No. No, I'm not paying for his haircut.
And that's because?
That's a man's job.
Is anyone else noticing that all of these independent women, at the end of the day, just want to be fully dependent on a man?
Stop it. Get some help.
Most women who claim to be strong and independent just want to say it. But in real life, they're looking for the highest bidder to cover all their maintenance costs. That's why we always say they're not wife material, because they only want benefits and aren't willing to give anything in return. A woman who spends nearly $1,100 to keep herself looking good isn't truly beautiful. A man who pays that amount every time they go out will end up broke sooner rather than later. And the worst part is, before the man showed up, they were already taking care of their own grooming. So why do they now expect him to cover that expense? Because their goal isn't to build anything. It's to recover what they've invested in their vanity. That kind of mindset makes them completely unfit for a serious relationship.
Women.
Oh my God, I went on a date yesterday and I was waiting for the guy outside the restaurant, my date, and someone comes up to me from behind and like hugs me. And I look and it's a different guy that I went on a couple of dates with who ghosted me. Keep in mind, he's like, hello, while he's on the phone. He's like, hello. It's like, hi, what? And I'm like waiting for my other date to show up. Yeah, we're all waiting outside and I'm just like, okay, this is awkward. Keep in mind, when I started talking to him from the dating app before we went on our dates, one time he asked me like, well, hey, where are you today? What are you doing? I actually happened to be on the street and I'm walking now with my parents. And I told them, I'm like, yeah, I'm at the farmer's market with my parents. He showed up and said hi to me and my family. I let it slide because he was honestly super hot. But like, that should have been a red flag. Anyways, I'm waiting there for my date. My date shows up and then his date shows up. And now we're all on a big group date. But we never said a word again. He was like, he said his weird hello, said goodbye. And we all ate in the same tiny restaurant. And yeah, that's just dating in LA.
In short, she got all her guys in one place. It's ironic how nowadays, it's normal for a woman to casually talk about dating 2 or 3 men at the same time like it's nothing. When some random guy walks up to your girl and you find out he's an ex or someone she used to date, that, to me, is a red flag. These days, I realize that men don't have much luck finding a woman they can build a meaningful relationship with, because a lot of these women have quite a history and high mileage.
How much money does a guy need to make in order to be with you?
I'm sure that it will be a reasonable amount, as they seem like a very down-to-earth person.
Way over 5 mil.
I'm sorry, how much? Was that per year?
Over 5 million?
Yes.
Per year?
Yeah.
Why?
Yes, why? That is a very valid question. Why would a man have to make over $5 million a year just to have a chance of dating someone?
Why?
Because that's how much... Never mind.
Who caught that? Shall we listen to that again?
Why?
Because that's how much... Never mind.
That's over $5 million a year in order to be with you.
Yes.
And this is one of the many reasons I think that good women are actually having problems finding good men. Because guys are honestly being inundated with this type of thing all of the time. Because some women out there think that they are worth a partner that makes over $5 million a year just because they're young and pretty. I wonder how that's going to work when age finally catches up to them.
They're the first ones to hit the wall. The ironic thing is that most of the guys they dated in the past didn't even have the kind of money they now demand. They gave everything to those guys for free, men who offered nothing in return. But when it comes to the beta provider or a simp, suddenly they want to put a price on themselves. More and more, content like this gives men plenty of reasons to stay single. Because this average mindset, women who look somewhat attractive and think they deserve a high-value man. The truth is, there aren't winners for everyone.
As a girl who's never been in a relationship before, I'm going to tell you guys about my dating story because I feel like I have a few. So the first date I went on was actually with a guy that's pretty well known in the UK. I mean, at the time, he wasn't as big as he is now, but it was just quite funny. But he just spoke about himself the whole time and I just did not enjoy it. There was also this one guy who I went on a date with and my foot started to bleed in the date and he had to go and ask the waitress to get some napkins and he cleaned up my blood on my foot. I didn't go on a second date with him, but Lovely gesture. There was another date who I had to go to the toilet, obviously, messaged the group chat, the girly group chat, and I accidentally messaged him. And I basically was like, I'm not sure, guys, not sure if he's my type. And I sent it to him. No second date on the cards for that one. But there was another one who was so fit, like he was absolutely stunning, but don't trust anyone who is questionably attractive. Like, no, I'm joking. But he left within 5 minutes of the time that we were meeting because I hadn't arrived then. And I was just being fashionably late. Anyway, he didn't bring his phone, so I was like, who am I going to message? What do I do? Messaged him and he came a few minutes later. And the whole day was just like, we had nothing in common. He was not asking me any questions. And I had to actually ask my friend to phone me and pretend that he needed me because I had to leave within like, I think it was like 2 drinks. I was like, I've got to go. I never ever do that, but oh my God, I actually needed an SOS. I found out another guy who I dated actually took 2 other girls who I know to the same place. And that place wasn't like a nice place. It was a really random, rundown pub. So that was quite weird. I've never really had a date where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be my boyfriend. Like we click from the get-go. So I haven't really had many amazing dates that have led into relationships, obviously. So I just tell myself that that's why I'm single. Because I'm choosing the wrong guys. Which I think is right. That's right. I hope this hasn't scared anyone away.
She's never had a serious relationship, but she's already been out with 4 different guys. She's definitely not wasting any time. Do you know why women like this don't make real connections? Because first dates have turned into a game of either impress me or you're out. What this testimony shows is the extreme superficiality of modern dating. When everything comes down to making a quick impression or being discarded, the chance to build something genuine disappears. And that kind of pressure creates a cycle of failed dates, where no one actually puts in the effort to truly get to know the other person. On top of that, many women don't look in the mirror to question their own role in those bad experiences. They think they're perfect and that the problem is always external. But the truth is, dating isn't a popularity contest. It's a chance to find real compatibility, and that takes time, patience, and humility. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. Do you think a woman who spends over $1,000 to look beautiful should expect the man to pay for everything on every date? Are women today really looking for a serious relationship, or are they just testing the waters with different guys until one feels right? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.